City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed singer-songwriter, Francesca Love. Francesca, so nice to meet you.
Hello, Will. Hello, everyone.
Francesca, my Italian sister from another mister. Where were you born in Italy?
I was born in Rome, Italy.
Oh, I went there my junior year of college, and one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And was it while you were growing up there, Francesca, that you fell in love with music?
Well, I think the love of music kind of was born the moment I was born. With just one thing that fits into the other. I've always had it inside.
Did you have music playing in your house growing up?
And not immediately in my family. So I've done a development as a singer-songwriter and an artist by looking outside my family and outside the inner circle. Yeah.
I love that. When did you move to New York, Francesca?
I moved to New York more than 20 years ago.
And is it when you moved here that you found a community of artists, or even more so, your bliss as a singer-songwriter?
New York is so deep in what my music journey has been. There's something so magical about the community of artists, in particular for musicians in New York City.
This is what I love about FENIX, because being a born and bred New Yorker myself with Italian heritage, of course, what I love about FENIX is that it's almost like a virtual safe space for artists and creators to collaborate, and also to just feel free to be their authentic selves. You know I spoke with you offline that I've spoken with over 500 artists all around the world, all different languages, all different places. And if there's something that these artists are all saying, is this need to connect now more than ever after being 18 months in isolation. I'm curious, Francesca, these past 18 months, were you able to create a lot?
These 18 months have been tough because different. We were forced to do something that was not part of our routine. So it really pushed you in front of yourself. You can either escape it or keep looking and see. And that really is because something is no longer the routine, right? One thing is I love to do live performances. I just love to connect with people around. And that's how I get the most out of my music connection. So this past 2 years have been very difficult because we were not given the opportunity to connect and to do live performances. But the connection is such a deep human part of who we are that I look forward for that to come back. And if we can also do so through a new way of being, then let's embrace it. We have to
Amen. Amen. I agree. And I think that on top of all of that, Francesca, being Italian, I get it. We're about hugging and kissing, and we're about the connection. Plus, being musicians, I can understand though that being on stage as a performer, I performed professionally for over 20 years before I became a director, and so I know what that's like when you talk about that connection with a live audience, that conversation that goes on, that you can never recreate, that live in the moment, all the molecules swimming together in one place. I'm curious, have you been able to perform live at all recently?
No, I haven't. But I I do look forward. So yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and I look forward to seeing you live too, being that you're in New York. Final
Yeah.
question for you, Francesca, and before we get to that, I want to let everyone know for more on the fabulous Francesca, you can read more about her right below this video. Francesca, if you had to give advice to young Francesca, what would it be?
Um, would be these are really tough questions, because as artists we have a responsibility to the message and to that we carry. But I think that no matter what direction you take, if you have to always be in touch with who you are, and be courageous, and just go for who you are. Remain connect to who you are, and don't let that be taken away by anybody or anything, not even COVID-19.
Oh, Francesca, you're bringing a tear to my eye. I mean, you have such a way with words. You have a beautiful aura about you. I'm sure you've been told that before, but I can feel it even through the Zoom screen. I'm grateful that we're connected now, Francesca, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And again, I cannot wait to see you live here in New York sooner rather than later. Thank
You
you for
bet.
your time today. Thank you.
Bye-bye.